Okay, here we go. Hey everybody, this is our foldable working on inequalities. So when you get your paper, you're going to want to trim that piece off. Okay. Then you're going to cut down the dotted lines. Okay. Now you can fold it over. And you have a nice little foldable for your notebook. Okay, so let's go over these one at a time. One step addition. W plus 2 is greater than or equal to 4. Okay, so again, we want to isolate that W. So we're going to do the inverse operation of whatever constant is here, which would be plus 2. So I'm going to subtract 2. I get W is greater than or equal to 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, well now my number line's blank. So I need to create what these are. So I get to say what they are. I'm going to count them as 1, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And W is greater than or equal to 2. So I'm circling 2. And because it has the line underneath, which also means equal to, I'm going to shade it in. Now I have to figure out which way my arrow is going. Well, if W was going to be greater than 2, I need to highlight everything else that's greater than 2. Okay, pause there if you need a moment. Okay, now let's try subtraction. One-step subtraction inequalities. Okay, same step. I need to isolate the letter, so I'm going to complete the inverse operation for that constant that's there. They're subtracting 3, so I'm going to add 3. And if I do it to one side, I do it to both. 7 plus 3 is 10. H is less than 10. So now I'm going to put 10 right in the middle and just count it off. 11, 12, 9, 8. Okay, circle 10. H is less than 10, so I'm going to leave it open. Leave open. And I need to highlight everything that's less than 10. So I'm going to highlight what's less than 10. All right. This one had an equal to sign, so we filled it in. This one was just the sideways V, the caret, so I left it open. Okay, let's try multiplication. Ooh. And I'm going to do example 6 because it's different. I need to isolate the A, so I'm going to divide by the coefficient, which in this case is negative 6. Okay, so now I get A, and I get negative 24 divided by negative 6 is 4. Now, typically, I would just take my inequality sign and copy it. However, in this case, I'm dividing by a negative. And when you divide by a negative, you have to flip the sign. And that's only when dividing by a negative. Flip sign because negative number. Right? So now I know I need to put 4 in the middle. 5, 6, 3, 2. Bubble 4. There's no line underneath, so I leave it open. And A is less than 4. So I'm going to highlight everything that's less than 4. Now notice on this one, I'm dividing by 4. right? Is 4 negative? No. So I'm going to keep that negative. I'm going to keep that sign the same, right? These are the same sign. These are different, okay? Because 1 I'm dividing by a negative, and 1 I am not. Okay? That's the big difference. You need to know that. All right, and next we're going to do the division side. M divided by 9 is less than 10. So I need to multiply times 9 times 9. And I get M is less than 10 times 9 is 90. 90, 92, 88. And M is going to be less than 90. So I'm going to circle 90, leave it open because it's just less than, and highlight everything that direction. And there you go. So you need to complete the other two and glue it in your journal. Okay, I'm going to complete them now. You need to pause the video, and then after you solve, you can check.